Hey guys,
Hello,
Shaman
Elaine.
with Harper Therapy, and we're here to talk a little bit about the summer and kids. And now that the kids are kind of into their summer break and school's over, and we talked a little bit last week about the pressure of having the perfect summer, right? Like, got to do all the things.
Right.
And this week, your blog kind of talks about you see everybody else doing all of these cool things.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not doing all these cool things.
Right. That's what they'd like you to think they're doing.
Right. Because everybody's life is great on social media,
of
right? Whether it's Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or whatever. And then you kind of get that I need to keep up with the Joneses mentality, right?
It does. It starts to seep in, and you see, families taking their trips. They're in the Smoky Mountains, or they're, at Disney for the 15th time, or in the heat of summer.
In 1,000,000 degrees in the summer, right? And you don't have to do all that.
You don't.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing any of that.
No, not at all.
But there's no requirement to keep up with everybody else.
Correct.
And put all that pressure on yourself and your family and your kids.
Right.
Because I think the fact of the matter is, if it feels like it's too much for you as the parent,
then
it probably feels like it's too much for the kids as well, right? No matter what age, elementary, middle school, high school, it doesn't matter.
If you're feeling overwhelmed, guess what? Your kids are feeling it too.
Right. And I think we want to so badly have these
experiences,
great, awesome experiences, right? And I mean, I get that because we were a family with our kids that mostly invested in experiences rather than things. Right. So the summers were when you went and did the things, the experiences.
Right.
And it's awesome.
Right.
But sometimes I can say that a lot of that was pretty exhausting too.
It is. It really is. And it's feeling out what is right for your family.
Right.
Not every family fits the same mold or needs the same things.
Right.
My family needs a break.
Right.
We need the opportunity to just be okay with, sure, we'll take a couple of vacations, we'll do a few things, but maybe we're going to go visit family in another state, or maybe we will go visit the cabin, but we have to keep it a little more low key because during the year
it's just too much.
We're running a million different directions the whole time, and it's our opportunity to just be okay and know that it's okay for my kids to not have to feel those pressures of all the different things.
Yeah, I mean, because like you said a minute ago, if you're feeling the overwhelm of all of it, they feel the overwhelm of all of it, nobody's having a good time.
Right.
Maybe it's better to just kind of go with the flow of it.
Yeah.
And if you do the vacation, awesome. And it doesn't necessarily have to be all the things. Yeah.
It can look like a staycation at home.
Absolutely. I mean, it can be kids laying around in their PJs till 11 a.m. Whenever. Right. It doesn't really matter. It's
okay.
more about what's better for your family's resetting and getting some rest and relaxation, because we're such a society of go, go, go. And especially, I mean, you start seeing like all the Facebook stuff, all the local Facebook like parents, this camp and this camp and this camp and this camp, right?
Yes.
Like, and then all little Johnny's friends are in all these camps, and we've got to do like all the things, and then you look and there's no time to do anything other than
just
run your kids back and forth constantly. So you've switched the chaos of all your school year long, where we're into all the sports and all the things and doing all the madness, to the summer of complete madness, and there's never a moment,
there's no break,
and it's not cool.
No, and it's okay.
Right.
It's okay
it's
to take
absolutely.
the break.
I think that was like we were talking about this a minute ago, and I was like, this blog feels like giving yourself a permission slip. Yeah. To like make it your summer and.
What's right for your family? What's right for your kids?
Right.
But it doesn't have to look like somebody else's. It gets to look like yours.
Yeah, and I think if we could get that in our heads more as parents, not worrying about what everybody else is doing. But more or less worrying about what our family needs, we'd probably have such more calm homes. Absolutely.
Well, and you're able to regulate yourself, right? Like your own emotions. And when you're at that fast pace, you're sometimes you just have to ignore and put all of that on the back burner.
Right.
But at some point, it becomes so loud, you have to pay attention to it.
Yeah, I mean, we were one of those families that ran, and then crashed.
Right.
Right. And then finally we crashed when like everybody was on everybody's nerves, and it was exhausted, and it was the ragged edge, and you're like, this isn't cool.
Right. This doesn't fit us. This isn't what's right for us.
Right. Right. And I think that kind of works with putting some boundaries in place around your family.
Yes.
And maybe it starts with you, right? Like as the parent, with you, like what works for you and what doesn't, and where do you need rest and relaxation, and where do you know, where can you go? And then you kind of extend that to the whole family unit,
right?
As our family, not looking at anybody else's and what they're doing, what works best for us.
Yep.
And it's okay. So here's your permission slip to like do nothing this summer if you wanted to.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. If you need some help and support in that, you can give us a call at 813-434-3639. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.